Hi, I'm Andrew Smith, Associate Director of Virginia Farm Bureau's Government Relations Department.
And I'm Stephanie Kitchen, Legislative Specialist with Virginia Farm Bureau Government Relations. Welcome to the final video update of the 2019 General Assembly session. This session has been a range of emotions, so we've developed a key to help you understand how Farm Bureau policy played out this session. If we hold up this sign, it means that Farm Bureau policy prevailed. If we hold up this sign, it means that Farm Bureau policy did not prevail. And if we hold up this sign, it means that Farm Bureau remained neutral on the final action, or more work needs to be done in order to consider that Farm Bureau policy prevailed.
All right, Stephanie, I hope we're ready for a little bit of fun. Well, how about you starting it off and talking about the Ag BMP loan program?
Yes, so this program would authorize more funding options for structural upgrades and riparian buffers related to water quality, and we did prevail on that one, so we get a smiley face.
All right, great. How about Ag BMP funding?
Also looking very good, another smiley face.
That's awesome.
Now over to you, what about the agricultural education program at VSU?
You know, we were trying to get funding for 2 positions right there, and right now it looks good in the budget. That's a smiley face. How about with animal laws?
These went back and forth all session. Some changes were made, but we are going to remain neutral on this one. Changes were made, but they did not directly affect agricultural animals, so we're always keeping an eye on these, especially how they implement and the way they play out, but right now we're going to remain neutral. How about broadband funding?
You know, this is an issue that it looks like everybody's on board and agreeing, from the governor's office in both the House and the Senate. So we're going to give that a smiley face. You know, at crossover, both budgets had a significant amount of money, I think 19 and 20 million from the General Assembly chambers. And so it's looking good, and we hope everything stays good on that. So that gets a big smiley face.
That's great. Another one for you, how about eminent domain changes for just compensation?
Yeah, the eminent domain bill, there were several bills, one main one that we were watching and working on and supporting by Senator Mark Obenshain, and that gets a big smiley face. It works for just compensation, but also what I like about this bill, it narrows down when surveyors have to come on somebody's property in a potential taking. It really narrows down the window of time that they can come on the property to let the property owner know, and specifically who will be coming on the property, and not, you know, a volume of names. So we give that a big smiley face as well. Establishing options for health benefits in ag organizations. Tell us about that.
So members might remember this one referred to as the MEWA bill, which did pass, but however, there is going to be more work that needs to be done in order to make this an actual viable option for Farm Bureau members. So we're going to give this a neutral face for the time being.
How about increase in age for youth to buy tobacco products?
So this bill did pass. It would increase the age to buy tobacco products from 18 to 21, and we oppose that bill, so we're going to give it a frowny face.
Oh, wow.
How about industrial hemp? That's one that's been exciting for our members this year.
It was. Our members are really excited about industrial hemp and wanting that for a number of years. And the 2018 Farm Bill did open up to allow states to adopt industrial hemp programs, to adopt the language that came in from the Farm Bill, and really separated the language of industrial hemp from traditional marijuana. And we're giving that a big smiley face. The legislation patroned by Delegate Marshall, Chairman of the House Ag, and Senator Frank Ruff from Southside Virginia patroned those. And both of those bills has an emergency clause. So as soon as the governor signs it, which we expect him to do so after it's been reviewed, it will go into effect. And so that's a big smiley face.
That's great. How about minimum wage? I know there are several bills related to minimum wage this year.
Minimum wage and Farm Bureau oppose those bills, along with a lot of other business organizations. Those bills would have increased minimum wage, and we give that a smiley face because we oppose those bills and they were defeated. Let's see, how about special hunting license for elk?
So our members might remember this one, again, would have created a separate hunting license for elk off of the deer tag. This one received a lot of action. We did have an action alert, and it did fail, so we get a big smiley face for that one. Moving on to timber theft. Andrew, this is right up your alley. How about that one?
Yeah, I think the members are probably tired of hearing me talk about it, but it was a bill that I've been working on for a number of years with other stakeholders in the forest industry. I'm happy to say that those bills have passed the General Assembly. We did amend them in late in the game to adopt a bill that had failed or went to study, but there was a component that we wanted in this bill, and the legislator saw fit to put that in there. So both versions of the bill, which ended up being identical, have passed, and they're headed to the governor's desk. So we're very excited about cutting down on timber theft and fraud in Virginia.
Very good. And how do we do with Virginia Cooperative Extension funding?
Looks like we may be getting some positions in the budget that we were looking for. Not everything we wanted, but it looks good to get a few of those positions filled. So we're giving that a big smiley face. Stephanie, how about you? You finish us out with yogurt and they allow to use unpasteurized milk.
Yes, this is one that took place at the very beginning of session, which seems like a long time ago, but this would have allowed yogurt to be produced and sold from home kitchens without inspections, therefore using unpasteurized milk in that product. And we were able to defeat that bill, so we get a smiley face for that one. And so those are just a few of our top issues that we've been updating you on throughout this session. Wanted to give you a final wrap up on those. Keep an eye out for a comprehensive update coming the next couple of weeks. We will not be sending out an email update today, but again, keep an eye out for that one. You know, our work is not done yet. We've had a lot of legislation that passed, but your government relations team is always keeping on top of these issues, and we've already been assigned or volunteered to join working groups and studies related to these pieces of legislation that have passed or maybe not have passed to consider the issues and what may need to be brought up next year. So we're looking forward to that work. Andrew, any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, I just remind the members to don't forget when they get invited or hear about their policy development meeting to go to those meetings. I've already held two, been to one, working with their field staff, and please go to those. Mine have been great so far, a lot of great feedback and good discussion, so I encourage the members to listen out for that and go.
Very good. Big thank you to everyone who's followed along this session and participated in our action alerts, and we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the year on issues that are important to you. Thank you.